Hi, I'm Procrastinating Writer, otherwise known as James Edwards, so let's begin, shall we? And I have... so anyway, hi! People who subscribe to me, I haven't forgotten about you. I missed this. I really do. Oh, it doesn't help as well that I'm actually drinking a Haribo right out of shot. I have the one that looks like a pair of testicles. I've now said that and I really want to eat this, but it's on camera. What's wrong with me? I'm in a weird mood. This is what I'm like on days off, and I got nothing for my brain to occupy itself with. It just starts getting a bit crazy. I don't know, but anyway, I should probably actually get onto some advice, shouldn't I? I was going to lick that, so disgustingly disturbing as well. So now to my advice on actually how to start writing a book, which is something I get very often asked. And a lot of writers and a lot of advice I see when I Google this is pretty much just put the word down, dude. It's not fucking hard. Yeah, that's kind of like, you know, telling someone, I want to be a racing car driver. Well, just get in a fucking car and just fucking drive. Yeah, there's a lot more complicated stuff than that. Begin the story where you actually want to begin writing, not where you begin reading. So my best advice for how to start writing a novel is just to not start at the beginning. You will eventually have to go to the beginning, yeah, but don't start there. And Act 1 is the most difficult one to start because you're starting and you're not getting to all the stuff that you're fantasizing about. Write the scene that you're excited about writing, but you can't get to because you've got the beginning and you have to slug it through to get there. Write that at the beginning and then just say, I don't know, 48 hours earlier. Then you find, once you do that, you have some ideas actually about what may have actually got them there, how events may have transpired. It creates something very interesting, especially for a reader, but especially as a writer as well, because you get to explore and ask questions like, how did it get there? And then that also makes you excited about writing it as well, because there's a tension there inside you and you're like, okay, I want to see how this happens, how does this work? And it's about giving yourself the enthusiasm and the interest in wanting to know how the story goes. Act 1 is harder to get through than Act 2 and 3. Good Act 1 and enthusiastic interest in Act 1 leads the way to the best Act 2 and 3s, the rest of the novel that you can ever anticipate. I'm saying it's hard because, especially if there's like your first book and your first story, your first novel, and you're like, how does exposition work? How does this character development work? How does dialogue work? What about my prose? What about what's going on? What about this scene? What does this scene mean? And what do I do with all this information I have? And you have to be enthusiastic to get it out. And you want to be entertained when you're doing it to get it out. Because if you find it boring, you're not going to go very far in it, to be honest. So it is to make it as great for you to write as it would be for someone to read, so make yourself excited about it. But the thing is, everyone writes every day on Twitter and texting, on Facebook, in Google, everyone writes, and if we took how many words we actually use when we communicate like this, even if it's just a meme or a joke, you would probably get a couple of novels out of people. And it's not that we don't know how to write, it's just that we don't know where to start and we don't know what to talk about. But I've been James Edwards, otherwise known as Procrastinating Writer. I hope this has been a great deal to you, and you take care. 2 of them. Don't have nightmares. There's something else. Seriously. That's the only advice you're going to need to begin how to write. Don't stop looking at me, please. It's making me feel uncomfortable. You're making me feel like you're watching me.